This was a match that tested Mark Selby's patience to the absolute limit, because he faced Fergal O'Brien, a tactical master renowned in the snooker world for his slow-paced style. Looking at the bald veteran before him, Selby felt an unprecedented sense of despair welling up inside him. Even the referee beside them was bored enough to clench his fists. Perhaps in O'Brien's view, Selby is also a player who excels at defensive and time-wasting tactics, so he decided to take this extremely slow pace to its ultimate extreme. Surprisingly, even O'Brien himself couldn't stand the extreme delay any longer and burst out laughing on the spot, and Selby saw it all. Finally, Selby completely lost his patience and gave up the fight altogether. At O'Brien's match point, he conceded defeat without hesitation. Selby himself excels at protracted battles. What could have driven him to such a state? Besides O'Brien right in front of me, perhaps only another renowned master of the slow pace, Peter Ebbington, could match him. This is the 2021 Snooker German Masters qualifying tournament. It was as if it were destined. Two players with similar styles faced off on the court. From a purely technical standpoint in snooker, Selby is absolutely far superior to his opponent. But in terms of time spent thinking and psychological warfare, he lost this round. After enduring an excruciatingly long 7-game series, Selby's concentration has gradually begun to slip. He missed his shot, giving his opponent a golden opportunity to pocket the ball in the middle pocket. However, O'Brien moved toward the table with extreme slowness. He knew full well that winning this game against the world's top player at the time would be no easy feat. Not to mention he already had match point in his hands. We must ensure that everything is absolutely foolproof. The only way he could ensure victory was to keep slowing down the pace. Then O'Brien began pacing around the table deep in thought. He kept dusting his cues, circling the pool table, his brow furrowed. This series of time-wasting maneuvers had the audience on the verge of falling asleep. But this was merely the tip of the iceberg of the strange actions in this game. After that, he engaged in all sorts of delaying tactics. In the end, even he found it too absurd and couldn't help but laugh out loud. Selby's expression at that moment fully revealed the depth of his despair. Because he spent far too long pacing around the court, we'll fast forward straight to the rally to save time. During a 20-minute offensive stretch, O'Brien managed to score only 50 points. From Selby's bewildered expression, it was clear what mental anguish he had endured during those 20 minutes. However, O'Brien was just getting into his groove at this point. The following actions will demonstrate what true psychological torment entails. Stay tuned, viewers. He effortlessly potted the red ball into the bottom pocket. After the cue ball hits the cushion, it rolls smoothly to the pink ball's position, continuing the offensive play. Observing the current desktop globes reveals that there are no more difficult shots left. He could easily score enough points in one go to win the game. However, O'Brien was able to secure match point first in this game because technology is merely an aid. His extremely slow playing style is the key. Not to mention that Selby, sitting in the audience, had completely lost his fighting spirit. So O'Brien held nothing back. His gaze seemed to declare it was time to show the real tactics. First, he continued circling the table, observing the ball's trajectory, deliberately letting Selby behind him feel the pressure brought on by this slow pace. Immediately afterward, he pressed his lips tightly together, pretending to be deep in profound thought, to ensure every subsequent shot is flawless. He even swayed from side to side, pretending to be having a hard time making a decision. This series of fluid feints was breathtaking. Even the audience was almost fooled by him. He thought he was